Hey, Shashikala and Arvind, good morning. Okay, so today we are going to learn called IDoc. IDoc. IDoc is the most important chapter in SAP. In any module, it is not specific to not specific to like SD. In any module, we can implement IDocs. IDoc stands for Intermediate Document. Intermediate Document. With the help of IDoc, we can send the data. We can send the SAP data to the outside, any system. It can be SAP to SAP system. It can be SAP to any system. And also, with the help of IDoc, we can receive the data as well. There will be two different type of IDocs. One is outbound IDoc. Another one is inbound IDoc. What are the step-by-steps configurations required for implementing a IDoc? Okay, and where the like a basis consultant here feel like a responsibility is required. These are all things we will come to know. Then we will replicate this IDoc and we will transfer the material from one client to another client, because we are practicing right now. So we do not have multiple servers, right? Okay. If the multiple servers, then definitely there is a middleware connection is required. Middleware in the sense, okay, suppose for an example, we have a two different system two different system for an example, SAP to then it may be SAP or same like SAP to any other software, right? It can be any other ERP system. Hmm? It can be inbound, it can be outbound as well. It can be inbound. Sometimes the data will receive from ERP to SAP, from another any other ERP to SAP, or sometimes SAP will send the data to any other ERP, or might be same. For an example, vendor is also using a SAP system. From which particular vendor we are going to purchase the goods, that vendor is also using a SAP system, right? So if it is a different ERP system or different SAP system, right? For an example, we are connecting to the vendor and vendor SAP system to our company SAP system. One thing is required, which is called middleware. Middleware means what middleware will do? He will receive the data according to our structures, right? For an example, based on the informations, we will create a inbound delivery, right? According to the structures, he will map those. Already functional consultant will map the field, one field to another field, and he will push the data to in SAP system. According to data, inbound delivery will get created. In the same way, whenever we are creating a purchase order, or if it is outbound, right? Whenever we are getting a purchase order, the purchase order informations middleware will receive according to the required informations, and he will push the data into their vendor system. In the vendor system, what are the things? It may be a sales order, or it may be anything it is required, it will get created. Okay, so this is called IDoc. Actually, how it is flows. Okay, where it is required, IDocs. Okay, whenever we need to send the data from SAP to SAP, or from one client to another client in between the same server, or it may be from SAP system to any other system. It can be outbound, it can be inbound. Okay, it can be outbound, it can be ALE. What is ALE IDoc? IDoc is a simple data container used to exchange informations between any two processes that can understand the syntax of semantics of the data. When we execute an outbound ALE or EDI process, an IDoc is created. In the SAP system, IDocs are stored in the database. Every IDoc has unique number within a client. ALE. ALE stands for Applications Linking Enabling. IDoc stands for Intermediate Document. It is a tool which will help to transfer the data from SAP, from one SAP system to another SAP system, and also it will help to transfer the data from SAP to non-SAP system. Whenever we need to transfer the data from SAP to non-SAP system, then it is required a translator like PM, which I told you is a middleware, right? A translator also. Translator like PI module or some other. PI is from we are like SAP itself. PI is a module from SAP, which will be middleware. Okay, now which we call upgraded with CPI. Okay, PI came, CPI nowadays. Okay, CPI. Okay, so with the help of middleware, we can achieve this requirement. Why we need to transfer this data? Some examples I have mentioned over here. And suppose your client is using a multiple system to store the data. When vendor will send the goods to the company, as I told you, right? ASN. Okay, advanced shipping notification. In third party systems, vendors are created. Some vendors should be create in SAP system, right? Okay, advantages of ALE. It will save the time of end users. It will minimize the paperwork. It will minimize the manual mistakes as well. Okay, IDocs. It is a data container which will be helped to carry the data from source system to target system. It might be from SAP to non-SAP system. Each IDocs contains a unique number, and this can help to track the IDoc has been successfully posted or not. Structure of IDocs. Okay, IDocs contains three types of records: control data, data record, status record. Control data means here we can get to know it is an inbound or outbound IDoc. Data records contains what are the data has been carried out. Status record, here we can check IDoc status, it has been successfully posted or not in transaction code W02. IDoc message type. Look this. This is the standard message type we need to remember. Whenever we are implementing a IDoc in the real time, right? At that point of time, we should remember what are the IDoc according to the requirement. For an example, if you're going to send some purchase order data, then IDoc message type will be orders. Vendor master CREMAS, metal master MACMAS, customer master DevMAS, delivery DAS DV, invoice INVOIC. This is a standard message type we need to remember. This is the interview questions. Whenever you are implementing a IDoc, for an example for purchase order, what will be the message type? This is the message type you have to remember. Transaction code to display the IDoc W02, W05, W07, W09. Okay. There are multiple transaction codes we have for checking the existing IDocs. Okay. Transaction code to send the metal master from source to target. Metal master. For an example, you need to send material master, only metal master, then BD10, vendor master, BD14, customer master, BD12. Okay. Them success, their messages are also there, right? The messages also there. Outbound successful messages are 03. Outbound IDoc. Whenever we are going to check the uh, IDoc, right, at that point of time we can able to see this messages number as well. Okay, outbound successful message 03, inbound 653, failure messages in inbound 51. Okay. Hmm. IDoc reprocessing. If you want to, for an example, some of the IDocs got stuck due to some transaction data error, master data error. You need to recorrect. You need to correct those master data or correct those transaction data. So what you will do? You will create a new IDoc for that? No, no, no. It is not like. What are the IDoc has been created for which particular reason it has been stopped. It is not processing successfully. So after correcting those master data and transaction data, what you will do? You will reprocessing the IDocs in T code VD87. VD87 is a transaction code where you can reprocessing the IDocs. Okay, transaction code for to reprocess the within the with the different IDocs W19. The transaction code not reprocess, you can create a new IDoc over here in W19 by with the help of copying one existing one. For an example, some of the IDocs is already there. Okay, and you need to test something. Okay, by creating manually new IDoc, you can use W19 transaction code. Let's go to the configuration. We will do one by one configurations, then we will come to know how the system is behaving. Now let me check. It should be two clients. One client is working that I know, another client also I need. 810 I will use. 800 is working for us. Let's check 810. It is working. So our source is target. Okay. Source and target. Source client is 800. Target client is 810. It means we are going to send the data from this to this. Okay. This is the 810. Let me 810. Okay. Then what I'll do with this 800? Okay. Both colors are different, huh? Simple. 800 is this color, 810 is some sky blue type color. Okay, perfect. So let's go to the configuration node according to my document. Okay, first what we will do, we will go to a define logical system in T code SALE. Logical system SALE. This logical system who will define in the real time in basis consultant. Basis consultant responsibility to define this, to configure this logical system and all. Okay, where we need to go? Basic settings, define logical system. Basic settings, logical system, define logical system. Press enter. New entries. There is a standard. There are maximum logical clients will be there in the system. You just create your own. Okay, for this IDoc practice purposes. Okay. Okay. Hmm. ZF1 sender logical system. Just enter this description. Any description as according to your feasibility. Uh, E receiver logical system. Press enter. Save it. So whenever you are going to save, always you just remember wherever the cross client is coming, its will system will ask you to save in workbench request only. Okay, save it. Let me scroll down. Assign the logical system to the client. Assign what are the logical system we have created. We will assign to the specific client. Let me go back. Assign logical system to the client over here. Okay. So first we are targeting 800. Double click on 800. You will get it over here. What is the ZF1 we have created? Correct? ZF1. Save it. Done. ZF1 is done. Then 810 ZF2. ZF2 is not the which one we have created. ZF1 and ZF2 only created, right? Correct? What are the logical system we have created? Guys,
So ZF1 and ZF2. That is ZF2.
ZF2, na?
Right, sir. Right, sir.
ZF2. Save it. Done. So let me note it down. Logical system is okay. So I will note it down as a logical system. Okay. This is for ZF1. Let me note it down. Okay, ZF2. Okay. So what I will do now, after this logical system has been assigned, first of all, logical system we define and we assign to our specific client, to the source, to the target. Then what? Assign logical system according to client. This is done. Then logical system configurations is all about the cross client. There is not required to maintain separately in the receiving client. It means already we are maintaining in, because whenever we are doing these configurations, it is a cross client, right? Automatically it will reflect to what are the clients are available in your server. So it is not required to get into the different client with login, and it is not required to maintain separately. Then what? Then we'll go for maintain RFC connections. RFC connections. SM59 slash n SM59. This RFC connections, select ABAP connections, click on create. Over here we will define the RFC connection properly. In sender system, in look this properly, okay. In sender system, we created the RFC for receiver logical system. Look this. In sender system, sender means what? Sender means source system. In this system, we will create as a receiver logical system, right? Hmm. Okay, let's create now properly. If you do single mistake, it will not work. Do single mistake, right? It will not work. So be prepared, huh? Be aware of these all things. Receiver logical system 810. Okay, come to login and security. Over here, scroll up, just enter the language key, client. Which client we are entering? 810 will be always right. Ha, okay. Receiver details we will enter, receiver, user, and enter the correct password. Press enter. Okay, scroll down. Okay. Okay, click on the connection, click on the remote logon. Okay, let's click on the remote logon. Connect first, click on connection test. Save the entries first. Yes, save it. Okay, right now, click on the connection test. Okay, now save. Look, this means it is working. It is working, right? Okay, let me click on remote logon. Means I have entered the user ID password. Use in language in client user ID. Automatically, 810 will get login if I'll click on remote logon. Look this, automatically 810 logged in. Okay, with the details, right? So that is the remote logon test you have to do. Okay, this is the in sender system we did, right? What we will do right now? Okay, this much is done. Then maintain RFC connection in receiver system. We will go to the 810 client and we will do the same configurations over there as well. This is a receiver system 810 client, SM59, ABAP connections. Click on create. Okay, and what is our ZF1, right? Say sender logical system. Okay, log on security. Scroll up over here. English 800 user password. Press enter. Click on save first. Done. Click on connection test. Fine. Click on remote logon. If I'll click on remote logon, then which client will log in? 800. Source system. Source system is getting logged in. Right? This is the way. Save it once again. Back. Okay. So what we'll do according to the document? Our connection is done in the receiver client as well. This all thing is okay. The RFC connection is going to build by the basis consultant. Okay, then what we will do, we'll go ahead to the transaction code for W21 and we'll create a port. The port is a communication channel which IDocs are sent. The port describes the technical link between the sending and receiving systems. In real time, functional consultant will create the port in transaction code W21. Create port in sender system, select transactional RFC, click on create. Okay, so what we'll do right now, we'll go to the sender system. Sender means which we are like source system. We'll go to decode W21. Okay, click on transactional RFC, click on create. Okay, click on transactional RFC, click on create. Then select the own port name, enter the port name and click on continue, right? For an example, ZF1 underscore ZF2. Okay, own port name. Okay, just select this own port name, click on continue. Then what? We need to this. Okay, this is sender port. Hmm. ZFR, ZF2. Okay, who is receiving? Destination always should be destination. Okay, for that is the reason I'm entering this ZF2. Scroll down a little bit, click on save. This is the port configurations we need to do, and after saving, right, automatically the port name, port, this port will display over here. Okay, this port will display over here. Okay, then what? So basically, click on save. Not required to create a port in the receiver system. If you want to send some data from where? From 810. Look this, I'll tell you something. Okay, if you want to send some data from 810 to 800, then only it is required to create a port. If it is only receiving, then it is not required to create a port. Hmm. Then right now what we will do, distribution model. In the distribution model, you can specify the messages to be sent to a given logical system. You can also define a conditions for the content dispatch of messages in the filter. This the distribution model consists one or more views that you can define. Create distribution model, transaction code BD64. Let's go to BD64. We'll define the distribution model. Okay, BD64. Let it be the screen. Let me open a different screen, which is called, what is the port name we define? This is the port. Let me note it down. Okay, this is the port. Hmm. New BD64. Then what? After getting the BD64, what we'll do? We'll have to click on create model view. Then system will allow to create it. Okay. Click on create model view. It is not appearing. Click on change. It is in coming in display mode. Then select model. 1 second. It is loading now. Okay, look this, create model views, but before creating a model views, you have to select the model views. Okay, then click on create model view. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So what data we are planning to send? Vendor, material, what? It can be anything, na? According to the requirement. It can be vendor, it can be material as well. So let's go for material, right? For an example, it can be GF1, GF2 material. Okay. Just I'm entering. Okay. This will be easy for us for remembering, right? Technical name. What will the technical name? A technical name, and it can be anything, right? Technical name GF1, GF1, all right. We create it. ठीक है. GF2. Click on continue. Click on save first. Scroll down. You will get to know what are your distribution model you have created. It will be visible properly. Okay, ZF1, Z. Look this. It is visible, right? This one ZF1 underscore ZF2 material, right? Okay. Perfect. Then right, then select this particular distribution model which we have created, then click on add message type. This is the message type over here. This is the one. First you have to select this, then click on add message type. Over here, sender logical system, receiver logical system, message type. Okay, sender logical system. What is the logical system sender? ZF1, ZF2, right? Message type. What is the what is the message type we will use? It can be anything, right? It can be a vendor message type. If you are planning for metal master, then we will use message type called, let me scroll down. Okay, over here only it is there. Matmas. Click on continue. And also another one thing, we need to enter the logical system, enter the receiver logical system, enter the message type, enter the in the same model, add another message type which is called synchronization. Sync. Okay, early dummy message type of determination of RFC destinations, right? That also we need to add. Select this. Okay, click on add message type, and okay, click on add message type, which we need to add ZF1, ZF2, sync, SYNCH. Sync, right? Fine. Click on continue. It will get synced with the help of this particular, right? So it will get added, huh? If you check properly, it will get added. This one, MetMask sync, everything. Let me save this. Done. Then what we'll do right now? Then select this particular. Okay. Click on generate partner profiles. Click on generate partner profiles. Environment generate partner profiles. Scroll down. Environment generate partner profiles. Automatically the partner profiles will get generated in the sender, not in receiver. Nothing to do changes over here. Okay. Just click on execute by this model view, distribution model view, user, right, version 3, IDocs record type is version 4, now 100 IDocs, transfer IDoc immediately, triggers IDocs, trigger immediately. Okay, automatically these options will get selected. Just click on execute. Nothing to do changes. After clicking on the generate part of it, automatically the system jumps to another screen. Okay, look this. Click on execute. Look this. ZF1 has a partner has been created. ZF2 has partner has been created. ZF1, ZF2 RFC with RFC destination is already exist. Outbound partner parameters MatMask 05 successfully created. These all things it will get created automatically. Okay. Then what we'll do right now? Okay. Then go back once. Select your particular distribution model. Click on edit model view distribute. Edit model view distribute. Click on continue. Okay, look, this model view has been created successfully. These all steps you need to follow properly. Okay, because it's a part of functional consultant role. Okay, then model created. So then right now we'll go to the create partner profile. Create partner profile in W20. Partner profile already available. Reason we generated it in the transaction code BD64. Expand the partner type LS. Select the receiver logical system. Double click on the MetMask. Check the information. We need to check the information. For that is the reason we will go to the partner profile. Okay. /n. Okay, this one is done. /n WE02. Now W20. W20 is a transaction code for creating the partner profiles. Partner profiles are already generated. We will check logical system. LS means logical system. Under this logical system, we will check our partner profiles has been created or not. If it has been created, then we will verify properly. Look, the ZF1 created, ZF2 created. Okay, ZF1 it will be created and the message it is not there, right? So in ZF1, right, sender logical system and ZF2 also created. Okay, with outbound parameters. Fine. ZF1. Let's see. Inbound it is also not there. Na? Okay, we will need to add it. Hmm. We need to add it in the sender, right? Okay, expand the receiver logical. Select the receiver logical system. Select the receiver logical system. This is the receiver. Okay, and double click on the message type. Message type. Hmm. Just check it is fine. This is the receiver port. This is the basic type. Then come to the message control. Message control is not required most probably, but let's see. Message control is required or not. Create partner profile in W20 in the receiver system. Create partner profile right now. What we will do, we will go to the receiver system and we'll create it manually. Let's go for the receiver system and create it. W20 LS is a partner profile. Click on create. Partner number, what will be the, let me go to the document. What we will do, okay, this is fine, this is a fine, okay. It's an create partner profile in W20 receiver system, sender select partner type LS and maintain this all right. Okay. So ZF1 partner type is should be LS, right? Yes, LS. Sorry, LS. Yeah. And type is US user. What is a user? SAP user. Language is English. Fine. Press enter. Hmm? Press enter. Scroll down. Okay, double then select inbound parameters because this particular client is going to receive it, right? So save it first. It will come. Scroll down. It will inbound parameters icon will get enabled. Create inbound parameter. Okay. Then over here, just enter the message type as matmas. Process code METM. No, process code is something different, right? METM only. Okay. Save it. So this much of configuration is required to achieve the IDoc process, right? Inbound parameters, inbound partner profile also created over in receiving system. So what we will do according to this document, after this only create a metal in transaction code, right? Okay, then what he did, send the metal from metal master from this one system to transaction BD10, right? Enter the metal number, message type, enter the logical receiver, enter the logical receiver logic, click on execute. Then IDoc created in the W02. Okay, let's see. Hmm? Let's see. Let's create a material MM01. Okay, a material, but I'll create it externally. Externally, okay. Press enter. Why externally? I'll tell you. You can create internally also. You can create for all the views also, but your org structure also it should be there in the receiving client. Your number ranges configurations, all the configurations should be placed. Then only the metal master will get created, right? For metal master creation, what are the configurations required? Or every configuration should be available in your like a receiving client. Then only entire metal master you can able to. But for time being, what we'll do, we will create only for the basic data. Hmm? And let's create for an example rounded only. Unit of measurement. Press enter and save it. Metal created only for the basic data one view. Hmm? Let me display this material. Okay. Metal created in 800 client, which is means sending client. Let me check the same metal is available in the receiving client or not before sending. Hmm. Let me go to T code MM03. It is not there. It is not activated means it's not created. Perfect. What we will do, metal created in the sending client, how we will send it? We will send it through BD10. BD10 is a transaction code for sending the metal master from one client to another client. What is the material? This is a material number. Metmask logical system, receiving logical system, we have ZF2. Click on execute. One master data setup. Okay, one master IDoc setups, right? Click on one communications means one IDoc has been generated. Perfect. Let's check any IDocs has been generated. How we will check it? We will go to W02. Hmm. And according to the date, you can pass the message type also. Okay. Basic type, message type. Okay, message variant, right? Basic type is matmas. Click on execute. No, 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 not this one. This is not basic type here. Logical message. Logical message. Sorry. Click on execute. One outbound IDoc will get created. Look this. This is your IDoc document number. We have gone through control record, data records, right? Status records, right? Look this. The sign is called green. 3 means data passed. Okay. IDoc is ready for daily service. IDoc generated. Correct. What are the data is containing? What is IDoc is having a different segments, parent segments, child segments. With the what he will do with the segments? In the segments, he will carry out some informations. Which particular information he will send it to the to the destinations, right? Look this. Hmm? Okay. So what is a partner number? What is a message type? What is the partner type, what is a port, everything will be visible, and what are the informations are getting carried out in this partner, in this like parent segment, right? What is this 005 material number, which date the metal has been created, what is the which user, hmm? This all metal type, industry sector, metal group, this all information. If you come to this, the informations will get changed, the informations will get changed, right? So according to the segments, the parent segment or child segments, if you go double click on the control record, what is coming, it is the IDoc number, what is the partner, technical information, everything you will get it over here. Okay. Hmm. So outbound IDoc, how we will come to know, it is a outbox. If you come to the directions, right, in the direction only you will come to know it is a outbound or inbound. It is a outbound, means from this 800 client we are sending the data to the destination is 810. So how we will check 810 has been received or not? We'll come to w02 over here. Okay, same message, logical message. Let's click on execute. You can pass direction also, but let's click on execute. One IDoc has been created on today's date, on today's date, right? On today's date, click on execute. The success, look, current status 53. In the sending client, current status is 03, right? It is an outbound, for that is the reason. It is an inbound, it is that is the reason. Status is different. Direction is outbox, and direction is inbox, so in the receiving client. Look this. Okay, same data records, same segments are getting carried out. Status, everything. Okay, successful. But how we will come to know which metal has been, this is the metal number. Let's see, this metal number has been created successfully in the receiving client or not. Let's go to T code mm03. It is created, for that is the reason system. Look this. In this way, right now we have sent the material. For sending the vendor also, you need to do this configuration, the distribution model, right? Hmm. And on the distribution model only we are specifying the message type, correct? Or if you want to send the purchase orders, if you want to send some vendors, these all things, if you want to send some inbound information like ASINs, everything you can able to create. This is called IDocs, intermediate document. In the real time, IDocs are getting used 100%. Wherever the SAP is getting implemented, IDoc functionalities are getting used. Okay, any questions, please let me know.
So in practicing time, we don't have the another server, so that
Check
how
with
we
your
will do.
check with your server provider. He will tell you about it differently, because if you go to one transaction code called SCC4, SCC4, right, slash n SCC SCC4. Over here, it will show you in your server how many clients are there. Just ask them. Suppose you need to do a multiple server like a client access. You have the access for 800 for practice purposes. For if you need for 810 or something else, just ask them with the same password only. It will work. If it is not working, just check with him.
Sir, when we get error